Welcome to the Lucidist podcast, where I explore everything because I believe in the infinite, unbounded potential within each of us, and also because I believe everything is connected to everything else. So if you pull on one little thread of Indra's net, you pull and touch the whole web. I'm here today in a little kind of swampy grove, I guess I would call it, near my house. Um, and I'm going to share some journal writings. And I feel very close to tears before I even start. And the tears are not for sadness or sorrow or joy, just for sort of the immensity and the enormity of the moment and just shifts and big changes. And I think there's a sense of relief that it's finally here, that the changes I've been working so hard for are finally happening. There's also a sense of release. I can let go of so much that I've needed to sort of hold on to in order to get myself here. And then there's also kind of this nervous excitement of what is to come and a little bit of dread, some hard, tough roads. So I want to share something I wrote a week ago. Oh, my glasses are stuck. And I want to share it. So I've been going to a therapist every week for, almost 8 months now. A very specific trauma informed therapist to deal with the rape. Like very specifically, this whole thing has been to deal with the rape. The interesting thing is, in all this time, we've spoken about the rape many times and from various angles, but we haven't ever really been able to dive in. It just, every time we try, it's like I would say I haven't had the internal structure in place to do that. So I now do. And last week at my session a week ago, I was able to hand her, a lot of times we work with my journal because what I write is very profound for me. So I handed her my journal to read because I didn't have my glasses. I'm like, oh, you have to read it. I can't read it. And she read it back to me. And that was also powerful to hear my words. And she was just so proud. And I was so proud that I finally was able to write directly about the rape and what I need to do next. So I'm going to start with that one. So this was June 11th, 2025. The rape. Oh, the other thing I was going to say. When I do this freeform writing, it doesn't make sense. Like there are no complete sentences. They're all run on. It's all random. So just don't be surprised if you don't know what I'm saying, because sometimes I don't either. But I get what I need to get out of it. So the rape, my rape, her rape, all rape. Rape. Why am I so bothered? More than fear, but deeply bothered. What do I need to do to be done? I realize it will always be. But what is needed for me to be done? Perhaps an inkling of love for all involved. A smidgen of concern. This isn't easy for anyone. And a good dose of realization. Realize what? That it happened. To me. To me. Yes, to this body. This body. This mind, this heart, this life. This very one. It happened to me. And that won't change. And it happened to others. Many others. Me and others. Me too. And you too. And rape happens to so many. Worse and worse. Just know. Realize this. Always. Okay? What else? How do I be less reactive? Less unbalanced? How do I balance? Where is my balance? Feel the feels. Experience what was forgotten, unrealized, dismissed. Remember what it felt like. Remember the story, my body, my mind, my heart, my soul. Remember and forget. Forget all I thought I knew and just listen to the story unfold. Learn from the listening, from the story. Forget what I think. Let the story teach me. Learn from the story of the body. Whatever it tells, listen, listen, listen. This isn't about any other story than mine. This is my story, mine, my body, my body, my body. I love you. You're amazing. I trust you. Your stories, your lies, your truths, your experience, unlike, liked. I am not the problem. I am me. After listening, will I be balanced? Yes. And wise and knowing and whole. Again, like never before. Whole. Okay, so that was a week ago, and that was really big. It might not sound like it, but that was really big for me to be able to actually write directly about the rape and ask what I could do. And to move into the place of listening to my body, whatever story it tells, whatever feels it feels, whatever its experience was. And that's been the hardest thing for me, because every time I try to feel my body around this, it's overwhelming, to say the least, pretty intense. I love that I've set this up. The sun has moved, and so now it's right in my eyes. So I'm going to move this over here. We're going to see if we can find a place where I can. Oh, it doesn't really matter because I'm reading the whole time anyway. Good enough. Good enough. Oh, excellent. Excellent. My face is still right in the sun. I know. I'll move on the log. So today, June 17th, 2025, I went to therapy again. And in the interim between that week and this week, I was writing. And I wrote these words, and I just they really hit me. That's a, put it mildly. They were like a thunderbolt to the chest. And the words were, dismantle the rape and do no harm. Dismantle the rape and do no harm. And I've just really been thinking about those, because those words are just like my soul. Like they came straight from my soul. It's time to dismantle this rape and do no harm. And that's been really important to me. I wish no harm in any of this, but I definitely feel called to walk this journey. So how do you walk a journey that could be very harmful, and do no harm? So I decided that I was going to write about that tonight, and I'd like to share what that is. And my hope here is, I think all of our journeys have very hard moments where we need to dismantle something in our life, but in so doing, it could hurt others. And I think that's the essence of kindness, is you have to dismantle what needs to be dismantled in order for something new and healthy to grow. But how do we do so in ways that are not harmful? And again, I don't use the word hurtful. I think there's plenty of hurt. I think I'm going to hurt during this process. I'm sure there are others that will hurt during this process, but can we do so without harming ourselves and each other? So here are the words that are the beginning of that journey. So, dismantle the rape and do no harm. What does this mean on all levels? In my soul, it means I wish no harm. I seek no harm. I do no harm. My intention, my energy, my direction and directive is to move through, to follow the path set before me, to watch for and step upon the stones placed for my feet, my journey. Like a maze through a labyrinth, or a bridge over a gorge, or a light on the hillside whose color and radiance seek me even as I seek it. I am the path. My journey is one of healing, wholeness, remembering, and realigning. I can only do this, for it is my journey. What others do is not mine. Do my path, and no harm will come from me. Be honest, be seen, be brave, be presence. Always be presence, and no harm will be done by me. Something's tickling my nose. And for my body, what is this meaning? Keep to the path. Utilize the movements of the body to build a foundation of strength, agility, femininity, and masculinity. Balance the energies through motion and movement. Dance, sing, breathe, push boundaries, enter new possibilities. The body is leading me where I need to go. Follow, trust, be patient, be steady, be firm, be true. And my mind, it is ready to grow, to move beyond the alert phase and settle roots into the presence phase. It is ready to learn new tasks, new ideas, new modes of structure, one which allows for spacious learning. Spacious learning. Leave the hard and harsh facts. Open to softer dimensions of possibility and potentiality. Possibility and potentiality. And my heart, how does it do this? By listening very carefully. This will be the trickiest one because I've mistaken love, care, concern, friendship, romance, marriage, relationships as a form of less than, be less than I am, belittlement, and abuse of self. I don't have this correct. This one, the heart, is trickiest because it doesn't always know what it wants. Sometimes this, sometimes that. Is this true? For my heart to do no harm, it cannot lash out with pain or in pain. As Gus said in the book Lonesome Dove, you can't give back pain for pain, which means my heart is asked to feel the pain. Feel the pain. When I feel the pain, I do no harm and can recognize if it's mine to feel, mine to heal, mine to return to where it began. All pain is not mine to feel. Some can be mitigated through the soft channels of possibility and potentiality. And don't be afraid to ask for help. Ask for help. Lots of people can and will and want to help. Lots, seen and unseen. And my mom, soon you go? Soon you go? So soon? I'll miss you, and you'll come back. You'll be with me, and we will do this together. And Dad, too. And Eleanor and Tom and Vera and Em and Lana. Not my story, but my story. It's enough to be here. It's enough to be free. It's enough to love. It's enough to hear the music beyond the sound. I love you all. So that's where I am. And I share this today because it feels like, as I said to my therapist today, I feel like my whole life journey has been to get to this moment. In each moment, as it becomes, it's like everything was built for me to do this thing. I'm not entirely sure, like I could, dumb it down to the hard and harsh fact of the rape, but that's not it. The soft, whatever that word was, the soft dimensions of possibility and potentiality. I think what I'm doing here is far more and far bigger. Don't really have words for it yet, but that this is what I've put in place for years and years, maybe lifetimes and lifetimes. But I feel like there's a lot of healing happening and going to happen. And me, of course, because damn it, I'm going to heal. And then also many others. I want to say something about the healing thing. So I was recently had this moment, and there's another phrase. I don't want to get into it because I want to do it later, but it was a thing, and the question came up, what if you're healed right now? And I just laughed out loud because I realized I am. Meaning, healed for me, I always had this hard and harsh fact about what it would be. And I've realized it's never going to be a hard and harsh fact to be healed. And so I am right now as I am. And that's pretty special. That's pretty special. So this is my 98th podcast. I can't believe it. I remember when I did my first one and I was so terrified, and I used to have it all scripted out and read everything, which I still love. I mean, I don't not love them. and I wanted it to sound good. And so I would pile blankets over chairs, like 3 or 4 big heavy blankets over chairs, and I'd crawl under between the 2 chairs with my microphone and my laptop, and I would carefully read it. They sounded great, and they were great. They were great. And now I'm like, on a whim, grab your camera, grab your phone. Let's go sit out in the woods and wing it. I mean, when I started, I would never have shared anything this personal. Never. Anyway, and I can't say it's good or bad. It's just what it is. Um, so anyway, my 98th podcast. Where was I going with that? I realized that I was coming up on 99 and 100. Both great numbers for me. I love them both. And I thought, well, would like to do something special. So I reached out to a girlfriend, an old client of mine through energy healing. And she and I recorded a podcast in January of 2022. Yeah. And I never posted it. And I didn't know why, but something to me just kept saying, no, no, no. And then it was like, she is going to be that recording, very special, is going to be my 99th episode. So this is number 98. I'm turning a corner, which just means I'm just kind of in a whole new energetic realm and dimension. I don't know it yet, and we'll figure it out. I think some parts of it will absolutely look the same, and other parts will be totally different. And I'm curious to see all that is and all that comes of that. But it's going to start off by 99th episode, me sharing someone else's story. So that'll be great. In the meantime, I share all of this in the hopes that you find your way back to your body. You find your way back to your body, because this is, although it's the most temporary thing we have, it is our home. It is the vessel in which we live in while we're here. It's the vessel through which we experience this realm, this reality. It's a vessel of, I would say it's a vessel of immense wisdom. It can also be a vessel of incredible lies, meaning but so you have to like kind of get down in there, find the hearth of your home, listen to the hearth, not always all the slamming doors and breaking windows or whatever else might be going on in the body. Find your way into your body, find your way into your home, find your way to your hearth, and begin to listen. And as you dismantle what needs to be dismantled in your home, you'll build up, you'll reinforce the healthy areas so that you can dismantle the unhealthy areas. Always it's good to reinforce and really make sure it's structurally sound. So you want to have a structurally sound, healthy foundation and supporting walls before you dismantle anything inside, which is pretty much what I've done with the rape. I've spent 8 months building up a very healthy framework and foundation of myself so that I can now dismantle the rape and not have anything harm, not implode upon myself, but also not explode out upon others. And that's probably the clearest I've just said it. I just said it. This whole podcast is about what I just said. Take the time to build a healthy foundation and structure so that when it's time to dismantle the unhealthy areas, you can do so without harming yourself. You don't implode upon yourself, neither do you explode upon others. Dismantle the rape and do no harm. That is exactly what I'm doing. And that is what I would encourage, challenge, offer each of us. That whatever that is in your life that needs to be dismantled, take the time to build the foundation and the structure in healthy ways so that when you dismantle it, you can do no harm. It may hurt. It will probably hurt. Anything that's going to take that kind of dismantling will hurt. I don't doubt that there is a lot of hurt inside of me around this. I also do not doubt that I can feel that hurt without imploding upon myself nor exploding upon others. And that is fucking amazing. Truly. What a gift to myself, what a gift to the world. And I wish that for all of us, that you too have what you need, or you can find what you need in your life to do that, so that you can dismantle what is unhealthy for you, what no longer is in service of your path. And I bless us all. I bless us all. This amazing beauty and the beauty that's within us all. The infinite, unbounded potential within each of us. Blessings to you all.